Man, what is good, people? I wanted to make this video to address the big controversy that's been going on with Sonic Origins, and you know, just kind of the people, just the problems that people have been having with this release of the old games and all that, and kind of look at this from both sides, you know, both the negative and the positive. But yeah, I guess like the TLDW for this video was like, you know, should you go and buy Sonic Origins? Like, I would say, if you can, then sure. There's no doubt in my mind that the collection itself will be of fantastic quality. I firmly believe that this will be the definitive versions of the old mainline Sonic games, like all for modern platforms. But anyway, if you guys enjoy this type of content, do feel free to drop that like. I don't usually do these kind of sort of topical things on this channel, but I guess I'm willing to give these a go every now and again. But yeah, let's get right into this video. So first, I should go ahead and cover the negatives. You know, like what's up with Sonic Origins? Like, why are people having an issue with this? So number one, and it already kind of hit me during my reaction video, the price. This costs $40 or $45 if you want the deluxe edition, which that includes a couple DLC packs that, you know, you'd have to pay for separately if you get standard, obviously. Another thing with the price of this game is that Sonic Origins, it's being compared to other Sega compilations like the Sega Genesis Collection, Sonic Mega Collection Plus, just these older. Well, there is the Genesis Classics Collection that's like currently on Switch and PS4. That I believe only has Sonic 1 and 2. I don't even think that has Sonic 3 on it. And it definitely doesn't have Sonic CD because that's a Sega CD game. Yeah, it's definitely common for people to look at this collection and view it as a set of ROM dumps that Sega is overcharging for. Now, there is most definitely a lot of work going on behind the scenes to make sure this is a quality release of these old classic games. And you know, on top of that too, like, this is being released on every platform. I mean, they gotta make sure these games function on every platform properly, in every way, shape, or form they're trying to do it. So, you know, trying to run the games like 60 frames, like they're basically giving us. I've kind of wanted, like back in the day, I've wanted the mobile versions of Sonic 1 and 2 like on console. Now, another reason, and this is kind of a primarily on Steam thing, right? Is DRM. Now, if you're not familiar with de novo DRM, basically it's a sort of anti-cheat, like anti-piracy software thing that unfortunately causes performance issues and requires an online activation for your single-player game, which really aggravates people. And you know, I am definitely not for that. That's pretty unfortunate. That's on the Steam version of this game. I would say if you can, you know, if you're definitely anti-DRM, then for sure, maybe pick up the collection on console if possible, or find some other means of playing these old games, but we're gonna get to that topic pretty soon. But yeah, overall with the DRM, it is very anti-consumer, and I'm definitely not for that. I think that's gonna cause a lot of people issues if their only choice is to play the Steam version. But you know, if you have a PC, there is another way you can play these classics. So another argument being made towards Sonic Origins is the existence of Sonic the Hedgehog 1 Forever, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Absolute, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Angel Island Returns, and the already remastered port of Sonic CD. So again, this is pretty much this is pretty much just focusing on the PC space, but not the console space so much. These would be your options if you do not wish to purchase Origins. Although for Sonic 3 a.i.r, as it's abbreviated. You do need the Steam version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which is like a measly $5, and you know, so is Sonic CD. So, you know, those are cheaper options if you just care about playing the games and not, you know, some of the extra content that Sonic Origins will probably have to offer. Also, as you're watching this video, you're probably seeing some footage of of these fan versions, and also the Sonic CD remastered. So, yeah, if that looks fine to you, then you can just like play that. I mean, it's definitely up to you, you know, what you do with your money and all that. Another point to bring up, and this wasn't too well known to me, and it's also somewhat related to the first point I made, which is regional pricing. So apparently, like the games are more expensive in other countries than like the United States, which is where I'm at. So this game is probably worth like $60 for other folks in like maybe the Ukraine or just somewhere else around the world. So yeah, if it's like really expensive in your country, then yeah, I could totally see why you wouldn't want to pick up this collection. So finally, one of my last points for the, I guess, sort of negativity section is like you go to the Sonic Origins website and you see this chart. It's this like big pre-order chart with all this content that, you know, arguably should just be in the game. I mean, yeah, it's definitely looking kind of Ubisofty, if you will. Yeah, I look at some of the content that you like there is some content here that you have to pre-order the game for, and then you know, the deluxe edition for like $5 more, you're getting what's it saying? So you get hard missions, the letterbox background, which I still don't know what that's even supposed to look like. It says character animation in the main menu, so I guess we'll have to see what that's all about. Camera controls over the main menu islands, character animations during music islands. Okay, and then the deluxe edition also includes the music pack, which provides additional music tracks from Mega Drive / Genesis titles. Whether or not these extras are worth it to you will determine whether or not you want to spend an extra $5 for this whole compilation. But yeah, I think these are pretty much some of the main points of controversy: is the price, the DRM, you know, like just like other options that are either cheaper or free, and yeah, there's a lot that you can argue against this collection even existing, or at least the way it's like the way it's being laid out in terms of price and just how much you think this whole collection is worth to you. But anyway, now I want to go ahead and move on to some of the positives. So now I just kind of want to throw out some of the pros for investing in this Sonic Origins collection thing. So first off, and I don't think this is going to be a common sentiment, have you even played any of these old games? Because, I mean, if not, then, you know, this might be the one to get. Though, to be honest, it's like really easy to go and play these games right now. Like, I know that Sonic 1, 2, and CD are like for free on mobile, which is like, that's like another area where most of these games are available. Another point I want to bring up is that these versions of the game, I know that Christian Whitehead is like helping develop these. There's no doubt that these are going to be high quality. These are going to be like, they're gonna run beautifully. They're gonna look really good. Like the PlayStation, Xbox, and PC versions can run this in 4K. That's always nice. I don't expect these to be super buggy or anything. I mean, if it is like that on launch, then that's unfortunate. But I'm pretty confident this is gonna be pretty good, you know, in terms of quality. You may have seen in the initial trailer for the game, there's all these really nice animations that they're gonna put in the game. These are supposedly opening and ending cutscenes for each of the 4 games. Now, obviously, these may end up, you know, no, they're definitely going to end up on YouTube, on someone's YouTube channel. They're gonna get like 1 million views because they're just things that people just want to like look at for 5 minutes and be done with it. But I mean, you gotta appreciate that, man. I almost think that those animations might be why this collection is worth $40. But you know, it's up in the air, really. So I wanted to touch upon some of the modes that they're adding into Sonic Origins, and one of which is the mission mode, which will task you with doing various missions, like destroying a certain amount of badniks, or collecting a certain amount of rings, maybe doing something without getting hit, maybe finding a particular part of the stage. You know, just fun little things like that to give you incentive to replay the game in certain ways. And, you know, the game's also going to have like a museum mode, and you gotta like earn coins to unlock some stuff. I mean, I don't know what's going to be in the museum mode. Maybe some nice artwork no one's seen before, but yeah, I mean, the game's definitely going to have a replay value for sure. The mirror mode, that definitely looks interesting. Well, I mean, it's mirror mode. You're literally just flipping the game the other way, so now instead of holding right all the time, you're going to hold left. Jokes aside, no, I mean, the mirror mode is kind of the easiest way to make an entire game feel different and new. It's weird, but it works that way. I guess a big thing about Sonic Origins is that this collection is going to bring forth Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Sonic CD, as well as, you know, the enhanced versions of Sonic 1 and 2 to modern consoles. You know, people will be able to play Sonic CD on the Switch, which I bet will be a big deal for a lot of people. And Sonic 3 and Knuckles in particular, Sega has been avoiding this game. They've been dodging it, man. You know, it's probably all because of all the Michael Jackson music nonsense, but yeah, man, it's just cool to see Sonic 3 and Knuckles like officially remastered for like the first time and actually being put out on like PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch and all that. We honestly don't know what other modes or features will be in the game as of right now. We don't know what kind of crazy unlockables there will be. It's really up in the air. I'm looking forward to what the full package of Sonic Origins will be like. And I guess another point I need to make, obviously if you have a PC, you easily have additional options for playing the older Sonic games, but for people who do not have a PC or do not want to mess with emulation or files or all that junk, this is the perfect thing to pick up and play, you know? Because there's a lot of people that just want to like pick up a game and press start and just play the game. You know, my older brother's like that actually. He's definitely not of the PC space. He just wants to like fire on his PS4, play games for like an hour and be done with it. You know, it's that kind. I feel like it's that kind of crowd that this game will definitely resonate with. You know, and I guess this is. I guess this kind of falls in the negative category too, but I have to point this out because it was just announced today. The standalone digital versions of Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and CD will be delisted on May 20th. So that's definitely going to include because on Steam, there's the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis collection. It's similar to the Switch and PS4 Genesis collections, but you can actually buy the games individually, and the collection actually functions like a launcher. So basically, you're allowed to choose how many games are included in your collection and whatnot, but because you're able to buy Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Knuckles standalone in that collection, like, unfortunately, I think those are going to be hit once May 20th comes around, so I would say before that day, if you have any intention of playing these old games, you may want to jump on it. They're like $5 each, they go on sale often, you better just do it. I guess this is also going to apply to the standalone versions of Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and CD on the PS3 and the 360, if people still play those, of course. What won't be affected are the Sega Ages versions of Sonic 1 and 2 on Switch, as well as on the Switch expansion pass, you can have Sega Genesis on that. You can have Sega Genesis games on that, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is included, but that won't be touched either. Also, the Sega Genesis collections for the Switch and PS4 should not get touched whatsoever. I think those are going to be perfectly fine. It would be super bizarre if Sega just patched out the Sonic games like that. That would be very funky. They would never do that, no. I think those are going to be fine. And then, of course, we have the mobile versions of Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and CD. Those, thankfully, have been confirmed to just stay on the App Store if you wish to play them. But yeah, overall, those are like all the points I wanted to get across in terms of Sonic Origins. You know, some of the positives, some of the negatives. As for my personal opinion, I will be getting this at launch. The Steam version in particular is actually going for 20% off on Fanatical, which is like a third-party key site. You know, you could buy some Steam games for way cheaper over there, so... you know, that's an option if you find the whole collection. If you want the whole collection, but you find the price point to be just a tad expensive. But ultimately, it's up to you as to whether or not this whole collection is worth your dime or not. You can choose to emulate or play fan versions of the old games, or just get Sonic CD on whatever platforms available it's on, or whatever. You can do all of that if you have the option to. You know, otherwise, if you're like really excited for Sonic Origins, you don't mind spending the money, then, you know, go ahead. Everyone just has a choice in this, you know? I feel like when these opinions collide, when, you know, there's people who don't want to buy the game, there's people who do want to buy the game, there's naturally going to be some divide, there's going to be some argument, there's going to be some, you know, it's just gonna, it's the internet, and when opposite opinions collide, there's going to be debate, and it's just going to be what it is, man. I guess that's kind of why I don't do a lot of videos like this, because, you know, there could be a lot of arguing and negativity, but then there's people who are, like, legit excited, but, you know, at the same time, the negatives, like DRM, for example, like, those can't be ignored. I fully acknowledge that that's a problem. I'm definitely not for that. I wish it wasn't there. Hopefully, it probably won't happen soon, but, like, I know Sonic Mania launched with DRM, so... But then they eventually patched that out, so... I'm hoping that they'll patch that out with Origins on Steam, maybe? But even then, I'm kind of wondering what platform to get it on. I mean, what platform are you guys going to get it on? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much going to do it. So, as I said at the beginning of the video, should you buy Sonic Origins? Yeah, it's really going to depend on your position and your opinion on all this, and how much you think this is worth. Do you think that this whole collection is just a bunch of cheap ROMs? I mean, first of all, it probably isn't, because they had to legit put some work into these versions of the game to make them run smoothly on all these consoles. But otherwise, I think that's going to do it for this video. So of course, if you want to see more content like this on this channel, do feel free to leave that like, subscribe to the channel for more Sonic content. Yeah, I'll be doing content for this game. I'll be getting it on launch. I guess I'll do some comparisons, like, between, like, the fan versions too, just see how each of them stack up with one another. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I shall see y'all in another one. Peace!